Hey Gemini, welcome to your September reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. And if this reading doesn't resonate right away, maybe something that happens down the line, if you'd like, keep it in your back pocket or even come back at a later time. We're going to look into what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of September, see what you guys could be currently going through, or what you can expect, get some insight, wisdom, and guidance overall, see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get into this reading. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in September. What's going on for Gemini in September? Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2020? What is going on for Gemini in September? Show me clearly what's happening. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September? Show me clearly. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2020? We have the Peacock coming out, first card. All right, let's see what else needs to come out. This is air energy. Messages for Gemini. You have the Cobra and the Panther. Let's get one more. Okay, so we got some fire coming out and starfish, water energy. Okay, so we have the Peacock, which is air energy. We have the Cobra, which is fire energy. We have the Panther, which is also fire, and the starfish, which is water. So let's talk about this. First of all, with the Peacock coming out, this is the energy of you guys being able to push through whatever comes your way, no matter what challenges that may come up, and no matter what happens, that you always seem to make it out on the other side. The Peacock talks about being able to digest whatever situation you might be going through, especially if this is revolving around some sort of lesson or some sort of experience that's left you needing to purge something, because the Panther's all about purging and releasing and letting go. So I feel like you guys might be going through a bit of a lesson in September that's about you guys needing to purge what's not good for you. Perhaps this could be about some sort of friendship or relationship that you've been involved in, where you have to push away your needs and your dreams, desires to help please other people. And perhaps you are recognizing that something like that needs to change. You can't keep going on about your life like this any longer, and then it's time to set some boundaries. It's time for you to put your foot down and stop putting up with unnecessary behavior. The Panther talks about needing to get rid of the unnecessary. So whether this is a mindset that you've been holding on to and that you're needing to recognize where you may need to change, or if this is your current circumstances in your relationships or your workplace, your partnerships, jobs, etc., whatever this might represent in your life, you're recognizing that there's something that's unnecessary that you're needing to let go of, or make peace and release and purge that shit out. So with the Cobra out here, talks about lessons and needing to learn from these experiences. This also does talk about studying and learning something new, maybe going back to school. Of course, September rolls around, most people are returning back to their studies, their school, university, and going back to getting their degree. Maybe you guys might be considering going back to school or studying something. Even if you're not going back to school, you might be taking up a new hobby, trying to develop a new skill of some sort, and that it might not be the easiest. There might be a lot of ups and downs, and you might feel a little bit insecure or a little bit hard on yourself if something doesn't work the way you hoped it would with the starfish, because sometimes the starfish gets very worried about how other people perceive them, or like, oh my god, I'm not good enough, or like they're just way too hard on themselves with the starfish energy. So just be mindful of that. Don't be too hard on yourself if there's something that you're not like good off right at the bat. Like practice makes perfect. That's what I'm getting from this. So it's all just part of the learning curves, and that you can get through whatever comes your way, and whatever it is that you set your mind to, you can accomplish, and you're solid. All right, there is a lot of fire, there is a lot of passion here with the Cobra and the Panther, which tells me that you have a lot of fire in your soul and you're ready to make some shit happen, despite your fears or despite some doubts that you may have, that you're ready to purge those old ways of thinking, old beliefs, and challenging yourself and expanding. You feel me? So let's get the book and let's talk about each of these cards. So the Peacock, inner beauty, compassion, and assimilator of anything. The beauty of the Peacock is unrevealed. It's easy to think that this comes from the plumage, but the secret of the Peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us has reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, confident, kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. And to bring into balance, meditation on the navel. Okay, so this is all about you guys needing to come to a place of acceptance in September. Full acceptance of who you are, where you are today, the lessons that you've had to go through, the people you may have lost, things that may have not gone the way you expected, but fully accepting everything and not even beating yourself up about it, just allowing it to be, learning from it, growing from it. And that's kind of perfect because the next card is the Cobra card, which talks about learning and growing. So we'll get to that. Talks about pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, and ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, know-it-all and egocentric. And to bring it to balance, taking a class and studying. So you guys are highly being protected and watched over. You guys are needing to tap into that inner knowing, that inner teacher. Teach yourself something. Expand on your ideas. There's always room for growth. There's always room for improvement. Never settle. Reach for the stars. The Panther, annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnant. Well, isn't that what I was just saying? There's always room for growth and expansion and to never just settle, and there's always room for improvement, right? Otherwise, you end up just being stagnant, and this card's talking about, not allowing your growth to just be stuck. Like, you're always constantly learning, growing, and expanding and developing and mastering. So the Panther talks about not allowing our growth to be stagnant. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc with the ultimate intention of bringing us towards fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, brave and productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. And to bring into balance, getting rid of the unnecessary. So you guys might be going through a bit of a challenging time. It's all so that you guys can live the life you deserve, to be happy and to feel fulfilled. This is necessary to push you on the right track, to put you in the right direction. It may not feel like it right now, but trust me, there's a bigger picture to this. There's a bigger reason as to why this might be happening, or these struggles or these challenges, but that you're gonna be okay and you're gonna come up on the top and in a better place than where you started, okay? And then the starfish. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? When in balance, uplifting, artistic, and expressive. When out of balance, gossips and feels empty, and to bring it to balance, surrounding yourself with positive friends. Some of you may need to get rid of some sort of toxic circle or negativity in your life that's been keeping you stagnant or keeping you stuck, and you need to make space for something better, okay? So we're gonna pull some tarot and see what's happening in September. I'm just gonna push these over here so that we have more space, okay? So we actually, let's use this deck, okay? Drive me fucking nuts. Okay. Messages for Gemini. Sun and Rising Venus for September 2020. Any messages for Gemini? Sun and Rising Venus. Oh my god. Oh, we already have a card coming out. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Releasing control, releasing something once and for all. And acceptance. not clinging on to something, not holding on super tight to something that no longer resonates with you. Maybe in the past you hold on to connections, relationships, because I've known this person for so long, or we've gone through so much, like why would I get rid of them now? Why would I leave this relationship now? Why would I leave this job right now after I've been working at this place or in this relationship for this many years? That was just a waste of time. Not anymore. Maybe in the past you felt that way, but now you're like, you know what? I have to make space for something better. I need to release and let go. But I'm also getting that you guys are needing to let your walls down. Okay, because some of you might have been holding back from making a certain decision or making a certain change in your life, and now it's like you're letting the walls down, or you're letting something go. We'll see what else needs to come out, but this is interesting. We have Earth out. So messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2020. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2020. Any messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Okay. All right, what do we have here? Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy. My deck is not upside down, just double checking. So you guys are releasing, you guys are releasing situations that are unbalanced, unrequited. You're tired of constantly going out of your way to please other people. Like the starfish said, what dreams have you put aside to please others? Ask yourself that. Think about it. Because the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Lovers in the reverse is telling me that you're letting some shit go that is unbalanced, unfair, and unrequited, where you're not being met in the middle. You're recognizing your worth. You're realizing you deserve so much more. But in order to have better things come in, you gotta make peace. You gotta release, right? You gotta purge that shit out of your life. What Panther was talking about. Releasing the unnecessary. Because that's what's keeping you stuck and stagnant. And you're recognizing that. So now you're making that change, you're making that decision, and you're making peace and letting shit go. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini in September. Hold on. This deck, man. It's so hard to shuffle. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the Four of Swords, so kind of go, okay, we got two fours out here. Guys taking a little break to recalibrate your energy and to get your strength back up, taking time to rest, come with a plan, and then the Six of Swords. Yeah, so, yeah, I understand what's going on here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords, Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Hangman in the reverse, Piscean energy. We also have the Ten of Wands, which tell me cycles closing. Tens are always about completion of cycles, okay? So, you guys are choosing to release some unrequited shit, and you guys might be spending a lot of time reflecting, doing some introspection, and coming up with a plan or figuring out what your next move is going to be. Am I going to stay in my current situation? Am I going to just settle? Or am I going to make a choice to push through the discomfort, learn from these lessons, and move forward in a better direction that's best suited for me? Am I going to make space in my life for better things? You're asking yourself that, you're contemplating that, you maybe are trying to gain some enlightenment, doing some meditation, journaling, really trying to weigh out your options and weigh out which direction you're going to next. This is also talking about you guys being highly protected. You just want peace in your life. That's all you want. You just want peace. You want calmness. You want harmony. You don't want drama. You don't want conflict. You don't want to start some shit. You don't want to stir the pot. You just want peace in your life. You just want to live your best damn life, feeling happy and fulfilled with what it is that you do, having supportive people around you, and that's all. You don't want drama, you don't want conflict, but you also don't want unrequited connections or relationships. So this is you guys kind of pulling back, distancing yourself, and retracting your energy to figure out what's going to be best for me. After spending some time alone and thinking, contemplating, figuring out what your next move is, you are moving forward. Six of Swords. So you are taking action to move to a much more calm and peaceful time, right? This is the Six of Swords, right? Yeah, Six of Swords. Also science. So a little random message. Some of you might be studying in the sciences, right? Maybe you guys going back to school, studying biology or something to do with science. Just a random message for somebody. I don't really know what else about science. I don't know. I'm not a science girl. I was not good in science. But Anyways, I feel like you guys are moving forward with a clear perspective, a clear mind of what it is that you want. You figured out what it is that you are trying to move towards. You're setting some goals and you're moving towards them, okay? After taking that time to figure out what it is that you're needing to release and let go, what's been keeping you stuck and stagnant, what's not working for you any longer, right? But you are moving forward. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Two of Swords in the reverse. So there's a lot of air in this reading. You guys are definitely thinking and processing a lot in September about a lot of different things. There's a lot going on in your mind, and for sure with the Nine of Swords, you're definitely a little bit anxious at the beginning of September, maybe mid-September, but by the end of the month, I feel like you guys are going to be on your way to something much better for you. But yes, with the Nine of Swords, guys getting a little bit overwhelmed. Well, how are people going to view me if I distance myself from them? If I tell them how I feel and I just want to move on with my life, go separate ways? Am I going to be coming off as a bad guy, right? Because the Starfish was talking about you guys being way too considerate of how other people view you, their opinions on you, when it doesn't really matter. As long as you're a decent person and you're not fucking up other people's lives, then other people's opinions should not really matter. You know? To an extent, you get me? But with the Nine of Swords, there is definitely this anxiousness, which is telling me that you were a little bit hesitant to let something go. Because either you're used to it, it's been in your life for so long, you're making excuses, wondering what are these people gonna think if I just quit or leave them behind, right? But you were kind of stuck at a crossroad. You're a little bit indecisive, but we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. So you were indecisive for quite some time, but obviously it's looking like you made up your mind and you're no longer stuck in limbo. Hangman in the reverse, you're freeing yourself from stagnancy. You're freeing yourself from feeling stuck in certain relationships, mindsets, jobs, partnerships. You're finally cutting that tie after spending some time alone, doing some introspection and getting enlightenment, finding some answers, looking at all the angles in the situation. Now you're finally moving forward. That's Piscean energy. We also have Libra energy. We have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have like, it's mostly air in this reading. A little bit of water, a little bit of earth. All right. That's to the side. So we're gonna clarify. So what is Gemini releasing? Tell me about the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles in the reverse for Gemini. What is Gemini releasing? Oh, we got the Two of Pentacles. So obviously this is a decision. Weighing out your options, like I was saying. Trying to figure out what your next move is. What's going to move forward with you in the future. What's going to stay in the past, stay behind. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles in the reverse for Gemini. Five of Wands. Yeah, so there is definitely some sort of confliction. You were going back and forth on this decision. You were juggling a decision. You weren't sure what you were going to release or keep in your life. You just kept going back and forth, making excuses. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do this because this, and that. But then, oh, but I should do this because this, and that. Like, you kept going back and forth. Like, okay, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. There was this confliction going back and forth. Whew. Try the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Prince of Swords. Okay, and Prince of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil, Emperor, and Death. Wow, three major arcana at the bottom of the deck. We have Capricorn, Aries, and Scorpio. Okay, so for some, this is regarding a love opportunity with the Prince of Cups. For some, maybe this was some opportunity for love and it came in quickly, left you with a decision like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I'm feeling it. You're going back and forth, but what if this is the one? What if this is my soulmate? But what if it's not? What if there's something better? You know, going back and forth, that could be for some of you. Anyways, at the bottom of the deck, whatever it is that you're contemplating or going back and forth on, it looks like it was definitely on your mind for quite some time. Like, it was almost like obsessive, like you couldn't really seem to get it out of your head. And so that was why it was causing you all this stress and anxiety, because you just couldn't really figure something out or figure out what you're going to do with some sort of offer, or what you're going to keep in your life, what you're going to release. And so with the Devil, this can talk about constantly thinking about something and unable to shake it out of your head until you made up your mind, okay? You guys also could have been dealing with something that was unhealthy, or something about situation or a connection that you're involved in was unhealthy or toxic or draining, like I was saying. Something was definitely unrequited with the Lovers in the reverse. But it's looking as if you're taking control over the situation and you're laying something to rest, or something's coming to a close here with the Death card coming out. I feel like the ball is in your court and you're taking the next step and you're making the decision to lay something to rest or to let something go after taking that time to contemplate and think about it, weighing out your options, looking at it from both sides of the story, right, with the Hangman. But that's kind of what I'm feeling, is that you guys were going back and forth until you looked at all angles and then you made up your mind. You're like, you know what? So, turn out the Lovers in the reverse for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Turn out the Lovers in the reverse for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, September. Turn out the Lovers in the reverse for Gemini in September. We had the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so somebody was very self-centered or all about themselves. Ten of Pentacles. Turn out the Lovers in the reverse for Gemini. Four of Cups in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups, Chariot in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's change happening here. So whatever this decision is that you are either choosing to keep in your life or to release it, I do feel like this is about some sort of foundation you have. You've built a foundation with this individual or individuals or in this workplace, whatever, take it however it applies. But there's a foundation that was built here, which tells me that there's history. Like, you've had this in your life for quite some time. But after contemplating and thinking about it for a while, you're seeing shit exactly as it is. You're looking at what's behind you and you're recognizing that there's just not much left, or you're not really feeling on the same page anymore with this individual. You're feeling like you're not being met in the middle. You're feeling like somebody's more self-centered or all about themselves, not very considerate of you and how you feel. This could be in the home life or workplace. Okay, take it however it applies, y'all. But you are obviously looking at it for exactly as it is. You're not really too disappointed. You're just looking at the facts. You're wanting something that brings you balance in your life, brings you stability and equal give and take. You're wanting that. And it's looking as if whatever this situation is with the Three of Cups is coming to a halt. So this situation, maybe this is a friendship or a friendship circle, like I was saying. You guys need to surround yourself with positive friends. Maybe you guys don't have the best group and you're needing to let go of some toxic people so that you can make space for better things, right? But it's looking as if there is something coming to a halt with the Chariot in the reverse, Cancerian energy, all right? Maybe you guys are surrounding yourself with people who were a bad influence on you or got you up to some shady shit. I'm just saying. Anyways, but there's going to be a change here with the Wheel of Fortune as well. So we have 444 coming out. I need to learn numerology because damn, that would be beneficial in my readings. Anyways, let's go into the Four of Swords. So this, you guys retracting your energy and trying to come up with a plan of, okay, what the hell am I doing? What do I need to do? What do I need to change? What's coming with me? What's leaving? So, Four of Swords for Gemini, please. Four of Swords again, double confirmation. Try the Four of Swords for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Try the Four of Swords. Moon in the reverse, trying to gain enlightenment, trying to gain clarity or some sort of truth. Needing to listen to that intuition of yours and spend some time in meditation, spend some time in quiet to really tap into that intuition, because when you are cluttered with all these thoughts, especially with that Nine of Swords energy, and it's just overwhelming and stressful and you don't know what the hell to do, you can't really hear your intuition. You're needing to take a step back, take a deep breath, tap into your inner knowing, really reconnect with yourself and hearing your thoughts clearly. Because it's like getting a phone call, but you're in a loud room. You need to take a step out of the loud room to hear the person on the other line, except the person on the other line is actually your higher self. So, I'm just saying. I'm telling you the Four of Swords for Gemini. Thank you. We have the Hangman in the reverse, double confirmation. You need to look at all angles of the picture. We got double Piscean energy out here. You guys may be connecting with a Piscean. Try the Four of Swords. For Gemini, Sun, rising Venus. Some of you may have been avoiding looking at this situation, or maybe you guys were making excuses, and now you're like, you know what? I need to stop and look at things exactly as they are. Because before you were ignoring it, before you were like, whatever, right? This is the reality. You're not paying attention to it. Your back is turned. Now you're looking at it. You're like, okay, I need to look at what's in front of me and stop making excuses. So we have the Four of Swords for Gemini in September. My deck's not upside down, y'all, but we have the Empress in the reverse. There's just no growth in a situation anymore. Something's stagnant. A relationship, connection, partnership, workplace, whatever, it's stagnant. Same old, nothing's changing. Somebody's showing you their actions, their true colors. You can either take it or leave it. And it's looking as if you're seeing the reality of a situation. We have Taurus energy coming out. We got 3 major arcana clarifying the Four of Swords. So this is a pretty significant thing that you are looking at and reflecting on and trying to figure out what the next move is. Like, this is obviously pretty significant and will have a huge shift, a huge change in your life moving forward with the Six of Swords. This is obviously going to be pretty big change. Something's just not how it used to be. There's just no growth. And it's definitely keeping you stagnant, and you're needing to release yourself from that stagnancy by looking at the reality of the situation, by looking at the truth, or looking at what's in front of you and not making excuses. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Death, we have the Princess of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So something's coming to an end, and you guys might be communicating it to somebody or expressing how you feel, letting somebody know, hey, like, I think we should just go our separate ways. I'm not really feeling this anymore. I'm not really feeling this friendship anymore. I feel like we've grown apart. Like, there's no bad feelings, there's no bad blood, but I just feel like I need to go my separate way. And honestly, that might piss somebody off. Libra energy with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That might make somebody really pissed off, very irritable, sharp, cold. Like, that might, your truth might piss somebody off, but the truth's gonna set you free. So something's coming to an end here, Scorpio energy. Alright, so tell me about the Six of Swords for Gemini, Sun, rising Venus. Kind of the Six of Swords for Gemini, Sun, rising Venus. Six of Swords for Gemini in September. What did I tell you? Once you look at the facts and you make up your mind on what it is that you're going to do regarding the situation, there's going to be a change. It's pretty significant. And I was right about that with the Wheel of Fortune. Significant changes. Turning the next page of this chapter or of this book. Princess of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so you may actually end up getting blocked or blocking someone. Judgment. Yeah. A lot of major arcana. Wow, this is telling me this is very significant, okay? What's about to happen? We also have the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So we'll talk about that after. So you're moving forward. There is changes happening once you make up your mind and once you choose to release the unnecessary. You may put people at a block or at a distance with the Princess of Swords in the reverse. Obviously, there might still be some lurking, creeping, and watching, stalking on social media, or asking about you, or wondering about you, thinking about you. For some, even dreaming about you. You might be dreaming about this person too. But I do feel like this is very significant. Like, there are significant changes happening in and around you. You're changing a lot as a person, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. You're leveling up, and with Judgment coming out here, you're needing to use your discernment moving forward with who you're going to allow around you or in your energy field, the boundaries you're needing to set, using your knowledge, using that wisdom and experience that you've gone through, the lessons that you've gone through, and using that moving forward to avoid ending up in similar situations. Of course, it's just a big lesson to learn, and that's kind of what this reading's been about. It was like learning a lesson of some sort. Bottom of the deck, we had 10 of Wands, so you guys might be feeling a little bit guilty or a little bit sorry, or like, you know, you feel a little bit bad about doing this. You know, you might feel a little bit guilt towards this person, like, oh, I don't know, did I do the right thing? but it's looking like you had to make that decision. It was a pretty hard decision, as there's that 2 swords at the bottom and then he's holding the 3. So you definitely carry a little bit of pain or a little bit of guilt or a little bit of hurt in your heart, but you also feel as if this person could have done better and that this person could have met you in the middle. It didn't have to be this way, but they kind of left you with no choice. You either continue to keep draining yourself, pleasing and helping this person and not doing anything positive for yourself, or you can choose to move on and walk away from something for your own well-being, right? So I do feel like you're kind of needing to take a step back and look at the facts here. The 9 of Wands, like just looking at the full picture, looking at the reality of the situation. This does talk about perseverance and pushing through that discomfort or pushing through that pain or pushing through the guilt and just like, you know what, it is what it is. It goes both ways. This person could have met me in the middle. Anyways, I don't even know. I lost my train of thought, not gonna lie. I was gonna say something else, it just left me. So we're gonna pull some Rebel cards and get some affirmations, but that was basically your reading for September. So it's looking as if you guys are making your mind up about a situation, relationship, connection, job, whatever, that's just not fulfilling you anymore. Something's unrequited about this connection or situation, and you're needing to put yourself first. You're needing to put yourself as that number 1 priority. And obviously some people may not like it, but it is what it is. It's a lesson to learn, and that you deserve better than that. You're recognizing your worth, and that's all that matters. So let's get some Rebel cards for Gemini regarding this reading for September 2020. September 2020 regarding this reading. We have Detox coming out. Messages for Gemini. Ooh, okay. So we got extra, but that's cool. So okay, so we have Detox, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out, which is exactly what we were talking about. We have you are the best damn thing that has ever happened to you. Go easy on yourself, buy your own damn drink, and that actually ties in because we have take a shot, don't take 12, take 1, okay, maybe 2, move on. All right, so buy yourself a drink and have a couple, treat yourself a little bit. And then we have you need a big fucking hug, squeeze, so hug a loved one, hug your furry friend, hug yourself, you know, give yourself some love, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, because you're the best damn thing that has ever happened to you, okay? Let's get some affirmations. Oh my goodness. Let's get some affirmations, then we'll wrap up this reading. Any affirmations for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2020? Whoa, okay. Affirmations for Gemini, all right. We have wisdom, new beginning, and balance. So first things first. Do you define yourself by others' expectations? Release fears and past beliefs, and life will take care of itself and flow. Affirmation, I am trusting my inner wisdom. So kind of ties in with that starfish energy, no longer needing to seek validation from other people and seek validation from yourself. As long as you're happy with who you are and you're happy with yourself and you love yourself, that's all that truly matters, is loving yourself and trusting yourself. And also you guys needing to tap into that inner knowing, inner wisdom that you have, allowing yourself to spend some time alone in a peaceful place, tapping into that inner knowing. You already have that wisdom inside of you. You already know deep down what the best decision is going to be for you and what you need to do in your life and what's going to be best for you. You already know deep down. So you gotta tap into that and you gotta use that to your advantage. You guys are strong, you guys are wise, and you guys are fucking powerful. We have a new beginning. A new idea is being born. The universe is starting the process. Participate and watch life expand in all directions. Affirmation, I'm learning to be me. So as you guys are moving away from whatever it is that you're choosing to release and let go of, you guys are moving in a new direction. You guys are moving into something better. You're making space for better people, better connections, better relationships, jobs, career. But the best thing you're needing to do moving into this new energy, moving into this new chapter, is being your authentic self. 100% being you without watering yourself down or having to put on a mask or pretend to be something that you're not. Being yourself for who you truly are, and whoever truly loves you will accept you for you, and people who don't, you don't need them in your life. You don't need that. So it's all about you guys finding that authenticity and loving yourself for who you truly are, and those around you will love you the same. And then we have balance. Balancing activities and rest will increase your strength. Your body will indicate changes required in your nutrition. Affirmation, I'm energized. Making sure you're just taking care of you, yourself, your mental health, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, so that you are able to take on the world and take on whatever challenges that may come your way and pass with flying colors. All right? Just stay grounded, stay balanced, and take care of you. So that's what I got for you guys for September. If you guys got something from this reading, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.